Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today let's talk about America's Children Act of 2023. Now this act came back in 2021, 2022 but did not see the light of the day in terms of approval. Now this year it's back. I mentioned it in my last video, but I thought this topic deserves its own video. So let's talk about what this act is, why is it back on the table, who does it benefit, and what are the chances of it getting approved. Let's start the video. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration and lifestyle related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Now check out the links in the description because those are affiliate links, and if you use one of those, you'll get a little bit of a discount. And while you are down there, do hit the like button. Also, your comments are valuable because that gives me insight into what you're looking for in terms of my next topics. So don't forget to leave your comments, good or bad. They may be critical to me or they may be critical to the immigration system. Whatever they are valuable. Now let's talk about America's Children Act of 2023. Now this act is not new. It had come in a couple of years back. It came to the House, it came to the Senate. It also came back last, and every year I have been making videos on them. But for some reason or the other, it never passed. This year, although it looks promising.
Today, Senator Padilla and I are reintroducing our bipartisan, bicameral legislation, the America's Children's Act.
Thank you, Congresswoman, so much for the introduction, and thank you to all of you for your commitment and your advocacy. We are going to get this done. We are going to get this done.
Hey everyone, my name is Deep Patel, and I'm delighted to be here today with Congresswoman Deborah Ross, Senator Padilla, Congressman Vera, and dozens of documented dreamers from Improve the Dream who have come here today from all across the country.
Now, in the last couple of days, there has been a significant update in regards to the effort to protect over 250,000 children of long-term visa holders from aging out from the system. Now, as you all know, people who have come here from the countries like India or China on a work visa, they usually come after they get married. Many times they come directly on a work visa. At this point of time in their career, they probably have their young children who have come along with them. Now, these children are on the dependent visa. Now, as years pass by, as these parents make a petition for the permanent residency, they established a priority date for their entire family. But because of the huge amount of backlog for EB2 and EB3 category for India and China, these families never see a green card for at least decades. In the meantime, their children get to the age of 21, and as they become 21 years of age, they can't remain dependent on their parents' petition. At this point of time, they age out, something called age out. They have to start all over again, as if they never existed in this country. They have to get onto a separate visa, like student visa or work visa, and then they have to establish their own identity and own status in the United States. They have to start their permanent residency or green card process all over again. They have to get their own priority date and so on. That becomes extremely difficult at this point of time in their life. Whereas kids who have born here, they don't face these challenges. So even if somebody has come at the age of 1 or 2 or 3, they have never seen any other country in their life. They have lived in the United States, they have studied here, got their bachelor's, master's, some have become professionals, doctors and engineers and so on, but they still face this dreaded challenge of not having their permanent residency. Now this America's Children Act kind of gives them some respite or relief. So this week about 40 members of Improve the Dream joined the press conference in DC for a bipartisan reintroduction of America's Children Act, a legislation that will permanently end aging out for children of long-term visa holders. It is sponsored by Senators Padilla, Rand Paul, Kramer, Collins, Durbin, Sinema and King in the Senate, and Representative Deborah Ross and Miller Meeks lead in the House with 9 other Republicans and 9 Democrats co-sponsors. So this is significant and it is most importantly bipartisan legislation related to the immigration this year. Now this is the actual text of the bill. So as you can see, the bill says to amend Immigration and Nationality Act to authorize lawful permanent residence status for certain college grads who entered United States as children or for the other purposes. So it goes into the details of what this bill is, but I'll give you a quick summary of what it does. Now it's called America's Children Act of 2023. Of 2023 is important because this was brought in earlier years as well, in 2021 and 2022. But this year it's led by Senators Alex Padilla and Rand Paul and Representative Deborah Ross and Miller Meeks, Raja Krishnamurthy and so on. Now, as I already provided you the background, about 250,000 children and young adults are living in the United States as dependents of employment-based immigrant visa holders. These individuals have grown up in the United States, attended American schools and attended American universities. These children can remain in dependent status on parents' employment-based visa until only they are 21. Many are also listed as dependent on their parents' green card application. However, applicants must be considered as child under our immigration laws under the age of 21 only to be eligible to remain on green card petition. Sadly, due to the decades-long wait or backlog that these immigrants face, many of these young adults turn 21 before the visa numbers for the green card finally becomes available. As a result, they lose their temporary status and their opportunity to get a green card. So that is the current challenge. While most of the young adults celebrate 21, dependents of long-term employment-based non-immigrant bear a heavy burden. They must obtain another status or leave their families behind or return to their country which they have never visited before. Where long-term dependents are forced to leave, it is also a loss to US, obviously, the communities and the employers. Despite being educated here in the United States, these young adults who are overwhelmingly graduates in the STEM field must take their skills and talents to outside of the United States. That's really a loss for the US. When these kids graduate from American universities, get these college certificates and degrees, and then they are forced to leave the country. It's really a loss. Now let's talk about what's in the legislation. The America's Children Act is a bipartisan, bicameral legislation that aims to close these gaps by providing permanent solution for children of long-term visa holders. They're also called documented dreamers. Now what does this bill do? It allows individuals to obtain permanent residency if they were brought to the United States as dependent children of workers admitted under the employment visa. They have maintained their status in the United States for 10 years, including 8 years as dependent, and have graduated from institutions from the United States. Now this bill will also establish an age-out protection that will lock in child's age on the date on which their parents filed for their green cards rather than the final action date. This is very key. If that is the date, if they can lock their age at the time of the application, that will provide relief to a lot of these dependents. And then it will provide work authorization for individuals who are qualified for this age-out protection program. So absolutely critical. So what are the different sections? Just to summarize the section 1 of this bill talks about America's Children Act. Section 2 talks about permanent resident status for certain college graduates who entered the United States as children. Section 3 talks about age-out protection and priority date retention. Now this is critical because once, as per the current rule, if the child ages out, they don't retain the priority date of their parents' petition. Now they have to start all over again. But this bill in this section 3 states that aging out protection will be available for these kids. And as I said earlier, priority date retention. So this will give a lot of benefits to these kids. They will not be aging out. They will have their priority date protection as long as they have lived in the United States for 10 years, out of which 8 years were as a dependent. So basically, if you are even aged out right now, if more than 21 years of age, you'll still be able to apply for this benefit if this bill passes. Now, what are the chances of this bill getting passed? It has a good chance because in both Senate and the Congress, it has a bipartisan support. Now, mind you, not all the senators and all congressmen on either side have supported this bill. It is only a small number, but it's a good start. These kids, about 40 of them, have met all of these congressmen and senators to bring this issue forward and to really emphasize how critical it is for these long-term immigrants that are still waiting for their green cards. So I wanted to make this video for awareness that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. What you can do at this point of time is pick up your phone or write letters to your senators and congressmen and tell them about how important this bill is for your personal situation. That will probably make an impact. I'm in contact with Deep Patel, who is the founder of Improve the Dream, and I'll continue to monitor this bill, where it goes, and give you the updates regarding this bill. Now quickly, my sponsor's note. So I know for sure that some of you are interested in stock trading, day trading, buying cryptocurrencies. I want to present you Webull. Webull is a trading platform. It allows you to buy stock, it allows you to buy options, do options trading, and also it allows you to buy cryptocurrency. Webull 9 was released with a brand new home and market page, asset page, and economic calendar. Also, Webull Cash Management was launched with 5.8% API with no fees attached and no minimum balance and unlimited withdrawals. This is amazing. This coming May, new Webull USA users can still enjoy 5.8% APY and gift up to 12 free stocks when making an initial deposit of any amount. Each is valued between $3 and $3,000. Feel free to take advantage of this. Join through my link and you will get those free stocks. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, because I will be giving the updates on this bill as they become available. If you like the content of this video, do hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.